Imagine a pastor telling his followers that God wants them all to be rich, that the U.S. government is plotting against him, and that the only solution is to flee to a private island and start a brand new country. That's not a movie plot. That's the true story of Gerald Payne. Gerald Payne was a 57-year-old painter living in Tampa, Florida, when he decided ordinary work would never earn him the wealth he believed he deserved. In 1993, he came up with a bold idea. Start a church. Using a loan, he bought an old bank building and founded Greater Ministries International, then began traveling across the United States, holding roadshow sermons and slowly building a loyal following. At first, nothing he did was illegal. But soon, Gerald introduced what he claimed was a divine financial program. He told church members that God had instructed him to launch a special plan that would double their money within 17 months. All they had to do was gift money to the church. At a time when banks offered around 3% returns and the stock market averaged about 10%, Gerald promised 100% returns. To justify this, he claimed he owned gold and diamond mines in Liberia and had close ties to the country's president. None of this was true. In reality, Gerald was running a Ponzi scheme, using new investors' money to pay earlier ones. Because early participants were getting paid, they believed the program worked and encouraged friends and family to join. As the scheme grew, Gerald pushed members to take out mortgages, max out credit cards, and drain retirement accounts. He backed his lies with even bigger claims, boasting of owning over 100 mines and billions in underground reserves. He also portrayed himself as a humanitarian, claiming to feed the poor and fund cancer research, all while storing millions of dollars in cash inside the church's old bank vaults. Over several years, Gerald collected nearly $500 million from more than 18,000 people. Eventually, the IRS noticed suspicious withdrawals structured to avoid reporting limits. Regulators issued cease and desist orders, but Gerald ignored them. In 1998, a bank holding over $20 million of church funds was shut down, freezing the money and collapsing the scheme. Desperate, Gerald told followers the U.S. government was targeting him and proposed buying an island near the Bahamas to start his own country. The plan failed. In 1999, U.S. Marshals raided the church. Gerald, his wife, and others were arrested. Gerald was sentenced to 27 years in prison, his wife to 12 years, and 3 associates to about 20 years each.